I can't fathom the fact that I even have it. The return line's kind of fucked up. Everything's pretty much ready to go in. Go ahead and give her that startup. Huh? It's been over 3 months since we've last went over an update video for my BRZ, and today I just wanted to kind of go over a little bit of what's to come, just to give a little bit of an update. So last we talked, my car had a problem with smoke coming out the back or through the exhaust. That since has all been fixed. I recently just fixed that literally only a couple weeks ago, but that was finally fixed. I had to take my heads to the shop, get those redone, get some new valve guides in, and everything's running perfectly fine now. So let me just give you a little quick rundown of what I've done to the engine altogether, and then I'll go ahead and give you guys this big surprise I got in the back here. But so far we've put in some new forged pistons as well as rods, put in some new springs for the valves so that there's no valve jumping. We got some king bearings in there, we got some ACI I believe as well. Basically everything internally has been upgraded other than mainly the heads besides the valve springs, but everything has basically been completely just redone with that engine. That thing was like a headache, but yeah. 3 months ago was the last update. Today I'm here to give you a really big update. Just check it out. Alright, so what's crazy about this is Andrew and Matt, who are also part of this channel, have no idea that I even bought this. I literally got this turbo kit, I think a whole month ago or something, maybe even longer, like 2 months ago. But I ordered it a long time ago, got it in. I never told them once about it. So I wanted to do this all as a surprise. I want to get their reactions and everything. So this video is going to be uploaded after, you know, everything, of course, because I want them to be surprised. But yeah, it's been so hard keeping the secret from them, but I think the reactions will be worth it. Man, this thing is so surreal. I can't fathom the fact that I even have this out right now. But we're gonna go ahead and kind of go over everything that I got for the kit, and then we're gonna go ahead and start installing this in the car. So starting off with probably one of you guys' most important questions: what size turbo did I get, or what turbo did I get? So over here we have the Garrett GT 3076R. This thing is pretty massive. It's a 52 mil turbo. If you compare it to my water bottle, my hydro, I mean, it's pretty big. It's not bad. I went with the bigger turbo size because I wanted to obviously push my car. Being that my car is pretty much fully built, figured that might as well go big. But over here, if you can see, this side, hot side, is very small compared to that side. But this is a very massive turbo. This is like honestly one of the biggest turbos you can kind of get for your car. That's kind of practical. If not, you're gonna have hella turbo lag. But I mean, that's what you want. That's what you want. Moving on, we have some new things for my car. This whole kit in general is a JDL kit. I bought this from their website. Pretty pricey. You guys can go ahead and check it out. But this is their JDL V2.1, I believe, for the first gen 86s. So over here we have the JDL UEO headers. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see the difference, but this is the UEO headers. If you've never seen one in person, this is what they kind of look like. Obviously this is different because it's gonna have the extra area for a downpipe, but if you can kind of see, this header runs a little bit longer than this side over here, these tubes, compared to, I got my EO JDO header. This is the 421 JDO EO header. So as you can see, these tubes kind of run all the same length. They all go back and they go into 2 collectors and then into 1 at the very end. But yeah, this is the EO header. It sounds way different than UEL. I honestly went with the UEL for this build because I mean, I'm already gonna be pushing a lot of power, so might as well get the UEL rumble while we're at it. I honestly kind of regretted getting the EO once I got mine, and after Andrew got his UEL, just hearing Andrew's car every time, I was so jealous of the rumble. So I had to go ahead and get myself a UEL header. Shout out Andrew for showing me UEL gang. But UEL headers, we have the Turbo Smart wastegate as well as the blow off valve for the turbo kit. Comes stock with the JDL kit. I would love to upgrade those in the future, but that's what we got for now. Comes with a Canon air intake. So you already talked about turbo. We got the intercooler from JDL for the turbo kit as well. Kind of still just packaged. I didn't touch that yet. And we also got a fan shroud for the kit as well, because the turbo is kind of it's gonna be sitting right here in the engine bay, gonna be kind of touching these fans back here. So I got a slim one just so that we have no clearance issues. And yeah. Oh, also we got some ID 1050X injectors as well as a Walboro 485 fuel pump. Kind of debating on installing at least the fuel pump for now. The injectors for sure. I'm planning on getting tuned at Counter Space Garage. That's where I got my EL tune for my car, the stock like NA tune. But I'm planning on going back there for my turbo tune. Everything else though should be able to be installed. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. So So after wrestling around with the car for about an hour and then having to go get a haircut and then going to Harbor Freight to buy a, I don't know, bolt and stripper, I don't know what you call it, but headache later, finally got the thing off. I literally just kept going until the bolt snapped off, so let's go. I also took off the heat shielding to help get out the overpipe. So this is what it looks like without the heat shield, and thankfully I have JDL's overpipe and front pipe combo. I'll be installing this with the JDL turbo kit. That way I have 3 inches running completely all the way back to my exhaust. So we'll go ahead and do the fan shroud, and then we'll go ahead and start putting the entire turbo kit in the car. So let's go. Finally I got this shit off. Fuck. Okay, so now I really want to do the new fan shroud for the turbo kit just so that turbo clears and everything. But I really don't know how this thing goes in. So I'm going to go ahead and just take off the front bumper for now. And then from there, I'm going to kind of see if there's any other mounting parts on the other side of the bumper just in case I miss something. Right now, all it looks like is, it just looks like it's a few bolts and just plug in the fans. That's all it looks like it is. I don't know. I'm going to have to take the bumper off anyways just to get the intercooler in there. So, I mean, might as well, right? Better be safe than sorry. Okay, so now that the entire front bumper is off of the car, as you can see, time to start putting everything else in. So I don't know, I'm just gonna start taking apart things and hopefully it goes together. But I'll go ahead and update you guys once I get the fans on, and then I'll go ahead and start putting on the wastegate, headers, and then start connecting literally everything else. So I'll be right back and I'll give you an update in a little bit.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so I finally got off the fan shroud. Car looks kind of funny without it, but you have to take off this entire beam across because it holds the whole like fan together. But look at the size comparison. So this is the one, the OEM one. That's the JDL one that we're gonna be replacing with. It's supposed to be like a high performance one, so it should be a lot better at cooling the radiator. But kind of look at that, how thick this one is. I don't know if you can see that one over there. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and put the JDL one inside of the BRZ, and then I'll go ahead and put that bar back on the car. That rhymed. And then yeah, like I was saying, we're gonna go ahead and start installing everything else. So give you an update once the shroud's back in, and let's go.
3 days later.
Day 2 of working on the turbo kit for the BRZ. Ran into some issues yesterday. I was spending majority of the time trying to figure out, so that's why I didn't really film anything. But so far we have everything pretty well on there. There's just a few more things we need to do. So right now we have the manifold put in. We have the wastegate put on. Turbo is clocked and in position. I already fitted the piping going to the intercooler. Intercooler is bolted down there. You can't really see it, kinda. Those bolts bolted down. I fitted everything for the charge pipe. I don't know what it's, yeah, whatever. Everything's pretty much ready to go in. I need to put on the down pipe. The only other things I need to do is I need to cut this and fit it to the coolant lines on the turbo. I also need to put in the K&N air filter. I need to also run the wiring for the fans to the stock connector because I didn't get to do that yesterday. I kind of just left that for another day. But I believe that's pretty much, oh, I need to tap into the brake booster for the blow-off valve, but everything's pretty much good. Making some pretty good progress so far. Wish I didn't have to do so much research to try and figure out where everything goes, because there's not very much information on this out there. Like, there's videos, but they don't really tell you, so you kind of have to figure out for yourself. But yeah, everything's pretty easy, simple to put on. Something that I think might help you guys that I was kind of confused about was the wastegate. So when you're setting up the wastegate, let me just show you. Down here, that's the wastegate. You have your dump tube. It goes out to literally the atmosphere. However, there's gonna be 2 nipples on here. I fit them both to the left side of the wastegate. That's just so that, one, the back one, it's gonna go up to the pipe after your turbo. There's like a little nipple for it up there too. But that's where you wire that too. This front one is gonna go to a boost controller, but I don't have one for the car right now. So right now we're just gonna leave it open. And then it also comes with a plug on this side. I put the plug on this side. This is just, I don't know, I couldn't tell you what it's for, but apparently you're supposed to leave this one open, so I think it should be okay. If not, I'll kind of notice when I start up the car later. But yeah, so you, on the front, you have one to block off, one open. In the back, you have the one that goes, let me show you, plug into here. Oh my god, I have ants all over me. Yeah, so wastegate line goes to here. The wastegate line goes over to this brake booster, which I'll go in and tap into in a little bit. But so far, made some pretty good progress. I believe I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten down everything since everything's kind of already fitted to where it needs to be. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the lines, and yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. So give you guys an update once I get all that back inside. See you in a little bit. Everything is basically done for the car. The only thing that I need is still the cooler fans. I need to hook them up to the OEM harnesses boxes still. Those still need to be connected, as well as the oil return line. I accidentally cross-threaded the end fitting, so I gotta figure out how to fix that, and then I'll be able to hook that up, and then the car should honestly be ready to be started. Let me show you guys real quick. Intercooler's all installed. Oh, another thing, I have to finish bolting this onto there. I honestly don't really know if it needs it like that. I mean, it's probably better, but it's kind of just being bolted on from the bottom. It's not really being supported by that either, so I mean, it's holding up on its own. But yeah, intercoolers here, piping, blow off valve. All the lines are being ran to where they need to be. We got the T-fitting over here. Got the air filter, or the intake I meant. This thing was kind of confusing. In photos, it looks like you're supposed to use like that coupler over there to kind of attach the filter, but it just doesn't fit in my engine bay. Tried to kind of mock fit it, but it just wasn't working, so I went ahead and just took the filter and just attached it to the intake itself. But yeah, so I did that, attached the breather hose, I don't know what you'd call it actually, but I attached this from my catch can to here. Everything's fitted on here. Everything's tightened down. Got the water lines going through, oil feed line. Got the down pipe on here. Still have to attach the mid pipe and over pipe that are over there. Or sorry, I mean the front pipe over pipe. I gotta attach that on there. Yeah, down pipe's attached over there, ready for the over pipe. My headers are all bolted on. Again, the return line's kind of fucked up, so I'm gonna fix that later, probably tomorrow. Yeah, everything looks really good. Again, gotta connect these to the fans, but yeah, everything's came together pretty smoothly so far, other than that oil return line, which is a pain in the fucking butt. But yeah, almost ready for first start. Again, give me another day just so that I can figure out the oil return line, and then we'll go ahead and give her that startup. Why would it not be turning on? I'm at, oh my god, I'm so nervous. Alright, ready?
What are you doing, dude? That's crazy. This guy did it. This guy actually did it.
I'm gonna give Matt a quick startup. Andrew might not even get this later.
Dude! No fucking way. Where did you get it? When did you get it? Oh my god, dude. How did you... Dude, that's crazy.
Is this to catch a predator or something?
Oh, damn it. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the shit? Yo! Yo!